Hello there, hello. I'm Dr. B, aka David B. Radley, motherfucker. Yeah. So, I did a really long, rambly version of this topic, which is the modes for bass players. So I've decided to refine it and make it a little bit simpler. So, there's going to be two sections. One is theory. 2 is patterns. It's going to be that simple. They're the two topics. So we're going to do, in 1, we're going to do the names of the modes, the formula, and that'll do actually, the names and the formula. And then we're going to do the patterns on bass. And then a third section, if I can be bothered, which I think it probably will be, is going to essentially be extra details. So it'll just go into how to apply all the scales in all 12 keys. So, moving swiftly on. Part 1 of this thing. The names of the major mode. So we've got I, O, Ni, An, Do, Re, An, Phrygi, that's do this correctly, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixo, that's an Lydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. So I've done this just for the reference, for anyone that might be interested to know. This is the 9th time I tried to record this video. I'm going to try and make it concise this time because I've been frustrated with it every other time. So the two scales you may already know of this are Aeolian and Ionian. Ionian is the major scale and Aeolian is the minor scale. So we're going to start with Ionian. Ionian. So we're going to use an example of C major. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. I do all my examples in C because, for example, say we're using double harmonic major. This is a scale I've been learning lately. Oh, what's going on? That would be simply changing those two notes. So that would be a minor second and a minor sixth instead of as it is normally, because it's just a really simple reference, because you've got basically, you don't have to notate the sharps and flats in and blah 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 blah, no sharps and flats in C. So the formula is root, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh octave. So that's major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major 7. So just to make sure you got it clarified there. Root, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7th octave. Now that on the bass looks a bit like this. So say we're in C, that's your A string, that's your E string, that's your D string, and that's your G string. Oh, G string, baby. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, say 7 or 8 frets. So this is fret 3, and then 5, and then 7. So we've got the first note is C there, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now we'll come back to this, so it's not too important to remember the shape at the moment. The important thing to remember is the formula, which is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7th octave. You'll become more familiar with these as we go on. So that's a brief overview, and that was Ionian, otherwise known as the major scale. Now the second degree of the major modes, or the second scale of the major modes, is called Dorian. And if we're playing in the key of C, Dorian would be D Dorian. So we play D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Quite simple. So what we've done is we've shifted the increments of the scale up in the following manner. So we got Ionian, major, and then we've got the second scale, which is D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, D, blah 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 blah, and it's just exactly the same scale but starting from a different increment. So that's relatively simple to follow. So the formula to create this is root second, minor third, fourth, fifth, sixth, minor 7 octave. So let's just write that out more clearly, because this is the main thing to remember. Root second, flat third, fourth, fifth, sixth, flat 7th octave. And that is Dorian. So if we were playing it on the bass, 1, 2, 3, 4, E, A, D, G. We've got frets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's like 11 frets. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we shift across the D string. So we've got D, E, F, F, G, A, B, C, D. Again, this isn't too important to remember the scale shape at the moment, but that's an example of how it works. Okay, so that's Dorian. The next scale, and feel free to pause the video and go back and just re-look at these, but I will revisit them at the end. So we've got Phrygian, which is the third mode. In this case, in C, so that'd be C, D, E, Dorian. No, sorry, E Phrygian. Now, E Phrygian is signified with root, flat second, flat third, fourth, fifth, flat sixth, flat 7th. Oh, that's meant to be 7 octave. Okay, so that's quite simple, and then we'll just clarify that. So root, flat second, flat third, fourth, fifth, sixth, flat 6, flat 7 octave. And the scale shape would look like, so we've got nice long lines because we're getting further up the neck now. So we've got, oh, I've done too many notes because I keep getting used to writing notation. Let's do the frets 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got E, A, D, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's the full range of the frets now. And then we would start, because we're doing all A shapes here, and we started in C, so we got A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, E, flat, E. So we got root, which would be the E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. So that's your scale shape, but again we'll return to that, and that is called Phrygian, third mode of the major scale. So this is a quick overview, and then we'll go into more detail once more. So the next scale, which is one of my personal favourites, is Lydian, and the the formula is root second third, sharp 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the signifier. It's the sharp 4 that makes it distinct from the major scale, and we would play it in F. So it'd be F Lydian. So the scale would go F, G, A, B. So that's your sharp 4. C, D, E, F. Okay. So we'll write out the formula again. Root, second, third, sharp 4, fifth, 6th, 7th octave. And the scale will look like this on the bass. E, A, D, G. 1, 2. Need to get all the frets in there now. So we go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe that's right. G, A, B, C, so F. So we're there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I worked that out wrong. I missed out that fret there. Cool. So it starts there anyway, and the scale it goes like this. So there's your sharp 4. So the major scale was like that, and the Lydian scale is like that. So you're just changing that note up there, and that is Lydian, Lydian, which is the 4th mode of the major scale, and in this case it starts on F, so that's F Lydian, which sounds like this. There's your sharp 4. Okay, next scale, Mixolydian, which has the formula of root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, flat 7th octave. Again, this is the signifying note now, and that means we can use it over a dominant chord as well, but we'll come back to that. So that's the signifying note, and it would be a G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So let's put up the structure again. Root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, flat 7 octave, and that would look like, ooh, did a little squiggle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make these really big now, because we're going to stay in the A shape. E, A, D, G, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if we're on the 12th fret, so we're going for 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. So 10. So there's a G, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So now, similarly to the major scale before was like that, all we've done is change this note, so it's now in terms of the shape of the scale, like that. And that is G, or it is in the key of C anyway, Mixolydian, which is the 4th mode of the major scale. We'll recap all this. So we've got 2 more to go. We've got Aeolian, which is otherwise known as the natural minor scale, or just minor. So Aeolian, the formula is root, 2nd, flat 3rd, 4th, 5th, flat 6, flat 7, and we would be playing it in A, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. I've slightly got them out of sync, but you get the idea. So if we do the formula again, root, 2nd, flat 3rd, 4th, 5th, flat 6th, flat 7th octave, then we draw the scale lines for the tablature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this the 12th fret now. So imagine this is relevant, and we're starting on the 12th fret, so we got root minor, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, flat 6, 7th octave, otherwise known as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So in relation to the major scale, we got that for the major scale. Now we got that for the minor scale, and that is called Aeolian, which would be in A if we're in C major, and is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth mode of the major scale. And the last but not least is Locrian. Let me just write that again because that's barely legible and you might want to know how to spell it. Locrian. That is an N. That doesn't even look like N either. So we've got Locrian with the formula of root, flat second, flat third, fourth, flat fifth, flat sixth, flat seventh octave, which would be B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So just to clarify, so we've got, let's do a little bit higher, root, flat second, flat third, flat 4, 5, sorry, flat 4, flat 5, flat 6, flat 7th octave. So the signifier here is that the only note that isn't flattened, except the root of course, is the 4. And the scale shape, what we're going to do is jump right back down the bottom of the neck again. Wait a minute, have I done 5 lines again? I have, yeah. So ignore that, imagine that's your B string. E, A, D, G. So we're going to start on the 2nd fret now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4. AKA B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So that is all the major modes, and they correlate like this. Let's just write out the scales as well. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, and so on and so forth, and that goes on. So you've got Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian. I swear this is what these things say. Terrible handwriting. Aeolian and Locrian. This one. Have I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I haven't. So the reason I'm going to write out all these notes here is because this shows you how you work out the chords of the relative to the scale, or relevant to the scale, should I say. I've written this so many times. It's great though because it means it's cementing it in my brain. So if we quickly erase, oh, I didn't mean to put a ruler on. Remove the ruler and ruler eraser. So if we get rid of all of this shit on the side, what we do now, because the next important thing to do is signify. So we're going to change colour as well, so this really stands out. So we've got red, so we're going to use this note, this note, this note, and this note. So you play a note, miss a note, play a note, miss a note, play a note, miss a note, play a note, and that's how you make up a 7th chord. So we've got C, E, G, B, and so on and so forth. D, F, D, F, A, C, D, F, A, C, E, G, E, G, B, D, B, D, F, F, A, C, E. Oh yeah, bass, classic. Space notes in the treble clef. G, B, D, F, A, C, E, G, B, D, F, A. So this may look a bit chaotic, but we're going to add another colour over the top just to make it that little bit more chaotic, which is a lovely neon green. So these chords are as follows: major 7, minor 7, minor 7, dominant, is that right? dominant 7. Oh no, minor 7, dominant 7, minor 7, and minor 7 flat 5. So let's just get rid of all that. So the chord structure based on what we just worked out, so it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B. The chord structure, let's change colour again just to be fancy pants. So we got C this pen hurts my fingers, major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7, G dominant 7, which you can just put 7, A minor 7, and B minor 7 flat 5. So we've covered chord construction. So we've got chord construction, chords, scales, formula, and what else did we do? Pattern, basic. So we've got everything covered that I needed to do. So what I was thinking now was just to literally draw out the scale shapes for you. Ionian, sorry. So the patterns, now this, we're not going to do it in terms of the fret placement, because what you find happens if you play these scale shapes on starting on E string or the A string, they're still the same shape, and what all that changes is the root note. So say this, so that's E, and we've got F, and then F sharp. So if say we're in F sharp, and then we play the major scale, it's still the same pattern. And then if we want to play F sharp in, so that's the E shape, there. And then if we want to play F sharp, all we do is navigate up to F sharp on the A string, which would be the, come on brain, the 9th fret. So say we're on the 9th fret there. This is the 9th fret, so we'll need one there. And so that would be there. So these shapes are transposable. So what I'm going to do is instead of writing it on the frets like I just did, I'm going to show you a pattern for remembering it. So we've got 1 space, 1 there, space, oh that one's 1 space, there, space, and then there. So that's your grid line, so that should be an X as well. And an even simpler pattern is just literally like that. So that's how we're going to identify them. So this is the Ionian pattern on guitar and bass. It's a guitar on the bottom 4 strings and bass on all sets of strings, and the only thing that changes is the root note and where you position it, and that's how you work it out. So we got Ionian, Christ almighty, Ionian. So we got doot 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 doot. We got Dorian. That's where that says Dorian, which is doot 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 doot. Let's do these one at a time. So we've got Ionian. Next is Dorian, which would be that. So that's the shape. So you've got 2 lines there, and then 1 dot there, 1 dot there. So if you inverse it as well, so you could have that there and that there, that there and that there. That would be a completely different scale, but it would still be an adequate form, and that would be Phrygian missing a note, for example. So Ionian. I'm going to go through this one more time. Circle, 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 circle. Dorian. I'm going to write them more specifically now so they're legible. Circle, 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 circle. Phrygian, which is what we were trying to get to, is that, 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 that. Let's draw lines in between these. Lydian. I do find this is a wonderful way to remember them because you don't really have to think about what you're doing per se, because if you just remember the pattern of it, so that's mixolydian, it makes it far more memorable because you're not trying to remember the notes or the tonal structure necessarily. I'm just going to be waffling when I'm not paying attention. So root, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, flat 7 octave, and then aeolian, which is root, second, minor third, fourth, fifth, minor 6, minor 7 octave, and then Locrian, which is root, second, third, so minor second, third, root, blah 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 blah. So hopefully that makes some sense. So we've got root, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh octave, root, second, flat third, fourth, fifth, sixth, flat 7th octave, root, flat second, flat third, fourth, fifth, flat 6th, flat 7th octave, root, second, third, sharp 4, 5, 6, 7 octave. This is the last time I'm going to go over this, but I thought it was worth reiterating it just to make sure it's cemented. So we've got root, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, flat 7 octave, root, second, flat third, fourth, fifth, flat 6, flat 7th octave, and then the last one, root, flat second, flat third, perfect fourth, flat 5, flat 6, flat 7th octave. So take a quick flash of that. Feel free to look back over the video, but that's basically everything that I intended to show you. So I'm going to have a little break and see if there's anything I forgot, but otherwise see you on the other side.